Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Karkadash, the honor to the apostles and the elders that rule well, and peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his words, sincerity, and truth. I'm just gonna jump right into it, man. Police unleashed brutal attacks on austerity protesters and storm ravaged Puerto Rico. As you can see, they are putting they're putting Puerto Rico under martial law, and when it says austerity measures, you know what I'm saying, while inhumane and strikingly anti-democratic budget cuts are imposed on the U.S. Territory, outrage after law enforcement used tear gas and rubber bullets to break up May Day demonstration. Police in Puerto Rico deployed tear gas and fired rubber bullets to shut down May Day protests as thousands of people took to the streets of the U.S. territory, which is still battling the devastation caused by Hurricane Maria and a debit a debt a debt crisis that preceded the storm. So as you can see, the U.S. territory is in debt. You know what I'm saying, and austere measures have been set in place, man. And who's the number one country that has debt? Well, America, man. You know, and we're seeing now that America is being threatened by these developing countries like Russia and China. You know, and so when this economy becomes more unstable, they're gonna do the same thing here. You know what I'm saying? In the U.S., man, they're gonna shut these streets down, man. You know, while people worldwide demonstrated Tuesday to demand improved labor conditions on International Workers Day, Puerto Ricans also turned out to protest the Trump administration's failed response to a humanitarian crisis that followed the hurricane, as well as austerity measures imposed by the federal government both before and after the storm struck last uh, September. Journalist Naomi Klein has written and spoken at length about how the island's current crisis has been used pushed a radical corporate agenda. On Twitter, she decried the brutal attacks on Puerto Ricans, teachers and students yesterday as they uh, resisted disaster capitalism. They sent out 1,000 police to intimidate the protest. Uh, People are hurt in the hospital. It was brutal. They chased students to their homes, entered without warrants, and arrested them. This is the class struggle. So, they're out there protesting, and, the police come and really just, you know, begin to beat the protesters, man. Chase them home, into their houses without search warrants, and all that. It happens during the time of austerity or martial law, man. You know what I'm saying? Which, we see this being prophesied in the scriptures, in particular, Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, which you're gonna get now. Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh. And what is a modern day sword? It's that gun. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their hand and their power. And you seen that in Brazil. In Brazil, it was getting so bad out there that they had to implement martial law also, because you had the people warring over drugs down there, man. You see what I'm saying? So they shut down the cities. You know, a person shall desire to go, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So Man should desire to go into another city, not be able. Why is that? Because there's gonna be curfews, man. You know, it's, uh, it's gonna be only certain places where you can go. You know what I'm saying? In these cities with martial law is implemented, man. For because of their pride, these cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. Yeah, so, hey man, that day, all that tough guy stuff is gonna go out the door. All the pride of, you know what I'm saying, these Edomites and 2/3 of our people in the other nations are gonna be brought to naught. And you know what? That's happening to our people in Puerto Rico right now, man. Their pride is being brought low. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't fall out the way of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, of their true power, man. So they're being touched right now. And as you can see, you know what I'm saying, South America is being turned upside down right now, man. You have a famine going on in Venezuela. You have turmoil in Puerto Rico. You have immigration problems because people are going into Peru, you know what I'm saying, and massive droves, and they're having problems already with their economy. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of things are happening. Oh, you can't forget about Brazil. You know, Brazil is under martial law also. You see, so right now they're shutting down the South South Americas. You know what I'm saying, and real soon it's gonna move its way up here, man. So it's very important that we're paying attention to what's going on. Warning our people. You see, Shalom.